For daily ask Reddit, what gender double standard really annoys you? I grew up overseas, in a country that doesn't really encourage personal vehicles. We have a lot of public transport. As a result, my mechanical knowledge is extremely poor. My white girlfriend, who grew up in the sticks, and whose dad is a mechanic, has tinkered with cars all her life. Every time we walk to an auto parts store to get stuff, the employees never talk to her. Even if they ask me a question and she replies, they continue acting as if she doesn't exist and keep talking to me. It's unreal. It's as if they don't see her. She's gone to job interviews for mechanical jobs, where the interviewer asks her very basic and belittling questions because they don't believe she can understand mechanical stuff. Meanwhile, up until last year, when I met her, I didn't know what a ratchet was. Going into a store that is considered male PC store, video game store, car shops, etc. and the salesperson only talking to my male partner despite me being the person looking for a product and being the buyer. I collect comics and have done for over 20 years. My husband isn't interested in them at all. He gets talked to and approached in comic book stores and I get ignored. When he's not been there, I've been asked if I'm buying for my partner, been ignored, or had my choices mocked. It's just made me buy online more. How my daughter can do gymnastics and she's called athletic, but as soon as her twin brother does gymnastics, he's just weird. I think any gymnast is cool. Shame that there's a double standard. When I was a teenager, I was not allowed out of the house, to walk to the local shopping center, to hang with my friends, all male. My mom told me it was because I'm a girl, and I'm way more likely to be attacked on my way, and if I was a boy it'd be different. In general, since I was 12 up to now, when walking alone in public I was very frequently sexually harassed, and I'm not sure if the same thing happens to men. Although can't speak for everyone, when I go out alone in public I'm rarely harassed in general. Couldn't imagine walking outside for the day and being harassed constantly. Hell, if that were the case I'd rarely go outside. Threatening your daughter's boyfriend. This is a double standard, but it's also just a Hollywood trope that some dads think they're supposed to do, and it's incredibly creepy. When I was in high school, at least a couple dads would say things like, just remember I know how to shoot, and if you break her heart I'll break you, etc. Sometimes it's just dads thinking they're cute when they do this, but I've received at least one legitimate threat by a dad thinking he was doing his dad duty. Keep in mind that as a teenager I was very small and not at all in the bad boys clique, but if you are actually worried about your daughter's boyfriend harming her, then don't let her date them. Don't just blanket threaten a bunch of minors. Lots of guy stuff here, so I'll add the other side. Not allowed to do guy work at work. As in, I can easily fix what is broken with some wrenches right now, but no, male coworker X will do it next week. I got turned down for a job at the state park because it involved occasionally lifting 50-pound bags, and well, girls apparently can't do that. I move 300-pound barrels at my job now. The state park did offer me a different job, working in the office by myself until 11 PM. I was 16 at the time. But hey, office work is for girls, so that's a better fit. And if I do any of this super difficult guy work, I'm seen as some sort of butch lesbian, because regular straight girls can't do that stuff. Maybe this is more prevalent among people of my culture, Mexicans, but I remember when I was little we were done eating dinner at my aunt's house and all the women and girls got to cleaning, while the men sat in living room watching TV. When I asked my mom about it, she and my aunt just laughed, giving me in back quote, "Oh you dumb little girl" look. Pisses me off to think about it to this day. My GF is Mexican and it amazes me how they are trained like housewives. Her mother gets really upset at her when she doesn't serve me food at her house. I've tried to explain to them that we are a team and we serve each other. She looks at me like I'm stupid, lol. I'm a female teacher. I only know one man who is a kindergarten teacher, and people constantly make comments to him about how women must love it, that he is so good with kids and he will be a great dad. As if he is only in the job to impress women. Nobody says this shit to me.